Oh, yes. Welcome, everyone, to the Old Guard, the only podcast hosted by OGs dedicated to preserving the sanctity of geek culture. You may or may not have heard my voice in the past, but this is Wally Analog, along with another name that you are probably or maybe not familiar with, the gatekeeper of civility and order, Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
We were here back in the day, and we went away. But we are back. Formerly, the artist formerly known as established in 1982. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have rebranded. We are the Old Guard because that's what we are. We are OGs of this geek culture game.
Yes, sir.
We were around. Your boy personally, I am older than hip hop.
Are we bragging about
How
that?
about that?
We're bragging about that?
We have been around
Yes. Yep.
since it wasn't common for a gaming console to be in your house. And if you had one, you were special. Now, every little child has some form. Everybody has some form of video game. I don't care if it's on your phone, console. I don't care if it's a handheld, whatever it is. But having a video game, we've been around that long, bro. Like that's what it is. And it's good to be back. We've been on a bit of a hiatus. Life happens. Is that not the case, Rose?
Yeah. Life definitely happens.
It happens.
Yeah. Pandemics.
Pandemics. And
life. Just life.
Elections.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
Let's not. But what persists always is our love for the culture. That will always persist. And we've loved the culture for a long time. We had our entry points into the culture as kids. And we were seeing some of the things that we love so much getting better in video games as well as in movies and television. It's a good time, man. It's really a good time to be able to enjoy this stuff the way I feel like it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And we need the distractions as well. We need to focus on the positive, focus on the things that are dope and hype and things that just lift your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the reason why we back though, right?
Yeah.
Like, because it's therapy for me. I don't know about you. Like,
man.
And I need to talk to the homie across the table from me and let everybody in to hear these conversations. You know what I'm saying?
And seriously, not to get sappy, but
right.
We had been doing the 82 podcast for like,
it was a long time, man. Like
8 years,
man. And it changed so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And just learned a lot. And right before we shut the podcast, the 82 podcast now, man, like I'll say this, man, the podcast held me up. Like I was going through a dark period.
Right.
I was dealing with my father was, older and he was suffering from dementia, and it was just and he was suffering with dementia through the pandemic.
Yeah.
So like
it's rough.
Yeah, to be able to like just come and just chop it up with the homie and laugh and stuff like that. That's what kept me going.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, I'm geeked that we're back and we're rebranding, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't comment on. We can't go back, but we're gonna, we'll be able to. Yeah. To talk more about that stuff.
Hopefully, if we build the fan base up and they have, at least the ones that were rocking with us from before, and you all know who you are, man. And please, reach out because we love to hear from you and what you feel about it. I've talked to a few that I come in contact with on a pretty regular basis, and I think they would be more than happy to voice their opinion and their pleasure with us being back. So I'm looking forward to it, man. We got new equipment in here, man. We big time, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? We up in here. Cue the rap horns. Yes, sir. We got toys now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we made a little more paper. You know what I'm saying? So we doing a little better than we were.
Right.
You know?
Give another applause for that.
Yeah. A lot of things, we become a little more financially responsible, fiscally responsible, and knowledgeable. We're in the market. We're in the stock market. We've learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build build wealth for our children and their children's children. And, things have changed, man.
Things have changed.
A lot of things have happened. But again, we're doing this all in conjunction with the culture, the geek culture. And we love it. And there's a lot of good things to look forward to.
Yeah.
Coming up. So we're just glad to be back, man.
Man,
and we just,
for the sake of, intros, man, Wally, like, what got you into geek culture? What was that first moment where okay, I'm here and I'm staying for life?
Trying to think.
And, I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
You know what? Yeah. Even before video games, man, I mean, I just really they were comic book personalities, and there were 3 of them. And it's really obvious. I mean, it's probably the same answer for a lot of kids my age that that grew up when I grew up. It was Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man.
Right.
And not necessarily in that order, because I think like my first exposure to somebody as far as a comic book character would have been Batman. Now, Batman was a little cornier back in the day, but I still liked him.
Right.
And his model changed over the years, and you tend to like him even more. But I really like Spider-Man a lot.
Mm-hmm. The cartoon or the
character? The character, but it was the cartoon.
Okay,
and then Superman. It was just Superman. Superman is the dude that either you really love him or you don't care for him. There's really no in between with Superman,
right? Because
of the level of his power and all of that. He can be boring or he can be very interesting,
right?
But it was those 3, and at least in that facet of geek culture, right? Into like comic books and television and cartoons and stuff like that. And then ultimately movies, because when that Superman movie came out, bro, that's when it was over. Like
the
officially, because there's
the
one
1978 joint.
Yeah, there was one. Yeah,
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. I was in 78. I was 5. But man, because before all the stuff that you would get from superheroes on television, I mean, even then it looked kind of garbage. You just kind of dealt with it and understood that.
But was it garbage at the time? It was dope back then.
Well,
when we were little,
man, I don't know, man. You remember Spider-Man on the little television they would do? The guy played Spider-Man. He had those web bracelets around his, his eyes were blackened, and I was like, "What is this? This don't look like the Spider-Man in the comics."
Right.
And you would watch it.
You would get off my lawn back then too.
Yeah, you would have issues with it, but you watched it because it's like it's the best I can get to live action. Exactly. It's the best I could get.
Exactly.
But you still had problems with it.
Right.
I never liked the fact that Batman from the 60s had a belly. I didn't like that. He didn't look fit at all.
Right.
And when in the comics, he didn't look like that.
Right.
He didn't look like that.
Right.
But it was all we had. And so you dealt with it, and you waited for the fight scene with the pow, bam, and boom.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But when Christopher Reeve hit that screen, man, it was like, that's what Superman's supposed to look like. Like right there. Right. That dude is flying and he's doing the heat vision, and I'm like, man, this is it.
Right.
This is it. And so I think if you want to pinpoint a moment, that might have been it for me. The Superman movie. Superman the movie. Yeah.
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 I'm a dig all the way in the crates, man. My first memory of going to the movies was with my dad. And it was Star Trek, the motion picture. I don't remember the movie as much.
Mm-hmm.
I have, glimpses of it, but I remember seeing it on the big screen. And then back then, they sold like memorabilia. So they like now it's just popcorn buckets and drink cups or whatever.
Right.
But back then it was like real deal merch in the theater. So
okay,
when I was a kid, I had a red Star Trek shirt, and it was the poster, and it was a dope poster where it had the color beams, the transporter beams, and it had all the faces in it. Like
I remember that poster. Yes, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
That is burned into my brain. That was the first moment that I think I got introduced to just sci-fi or whatever. I don't know why my dad decided.
Was he a fan?
He's not really.
Because I found that our parents and they love Star Trek, man. Like, right. I have an aunt, and you remember she did one of the podcasts with us when we covered the Watchmen in the A2 podcast, and she is like the most hardcore Trekkie that I know personally. She got a room dedicated to nothing. It's like a museum.
Oh, and you can talk days about Star Trek, so that might be why my dad
went, because
you know what I'm saying?
Star Trek that generation loved it.
Yeah, because during the Civil Rights movement, Star Trek was the show.
Because
it was people were getting along on the ship. Yeah, there wasn't any any segregation on the ship.
A black lady on there, man.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, so that was my vivid memory of getting into geek culture, and then Superman, the movie that came out, like I was on a constant diet of that and Star Wars.
Yep, Star Wars was it.
And Superman got me into comic books, and then it was all over from there. Because like with comic books, it was more about like the drawings and that looks cool, and then I was getting into the symbols, so I was like drawing the symbols, like I would draw the Superman symbol, and then it was more like, oh, that's a Green Lantern symbol, and that stuck with me, and
went to the graphic arts.
And then it's just I was drawing in school and trying to draw comic book characters, and that art just stuck with me, man, and then it just kept evolving from there. Then it was like, okay, now the video games came out. Now it all like it was almost like a daisy chain of stuff, and I love all of it, man. And I think that was a moment for me where I'm approaching 50 this year, and I still like my office space is covered with it. Yes. Like I love it. Like it's a space where I feel the most creative. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I fell in love with with all the geek culture stuff. And it's never left. You know, as you grow up, they're like, oh, well, you just throw your comic books away. It's like, I still got mine. I'm actually trying to get rid of some of them, and
even if you do, I mean, it's not gone from you.
Exactly.
I mean, exactly. I mean, you can get rid of physical all day,
right?
But that means nothing,
right?
Compared to what's, like you said, when you said burned into your brain, that's what it is. Like it's there, right? I mean? Like, you don't turn that off,
right?
And so that's why now we're so happy to see all this stuff now on the movie screens and in television. It's like we getting the best of what we've always wanted, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's enjoyable, and that's why I feel like we got to come back and talk about this stuff. We can't stay away.
We've been away too long. Been away too long.
Shouldn't have left you.
Right.
So yeah,
celebration.
It's a celebration. So yeah, man.
Forgive us, again, we just discovered the air horn.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah. There's been podcasts before us.
Yeah, we've always had to like edit the air horn in after the fact. We're doing it live.
Yes,
we're doing it live, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And so we just implore that everybody, implore everyone to come along with us, and during good and bad, as it were, because we can't be naive enough to believe there's always going to be good times. But in those instances where the times aren't so good, we want to be that beacon of light, that ray of hope and joy, in your lives. And, if you so need it.
Yeah, and we just gotta, man. I'm glad you said that, man, because we are facing some
It's crazy.
Unprecedented times.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah. But we just have to, I mean, not to get philosophical, man, but we just got to challenge ourselves to look beyond it and have faith.
For sure.
And hold each other up. I mean, simple as
man.
that.
Yeah, man.
Find things to laugh at. Sometimes we might have to laugh at them, but sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. In an episode near you.
Yeah.
not today.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But anyway, man, this feels good. It feels like we never left, man.
Yeah. I was a little nervous before you hit record. I was like, I don't know why.
Too.
It's like, man, you know what I mean? We've done it before.
Right.
So,
and we've said some wild stuff.
Oh my God. And it's going to get crazy. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, 1 year older, 1 year colder. Every time I have a birthday, get ready. Get ready.
Nasty.
This is about to be bad.
Man.
The views. You about to hear a lot of that because I got a lot of them. I got a lot of views. So get ready.
Man. Crazy.
Yeah. So, man, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. We hope to be able to, do what we were able to do, but yet on an even higher level than before. So thank y'all. If y'all are riding with us, man, we thank you. And for everybody else who maybe their first time hearing us, man, come on in. Come on in, lady, gentlemen, whoever you are. Come on in.
Right.
Because no holds barred, baby. I'm saying whatever. And thank God I have a good homie on the other side to keep me on the rails.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap that up, B.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all.
Peace.